Hello viewers of Sounding Board, and tonight we're going to talk about a Lightyear figure. This one is Space Ranger Alpha Buzz Lightyear. Why are we talking about this? One, because it was pretty much on clearance at $5. After 3 weeks in the theater, Target has no faith in this toy line. And it's from Mattel. And basically, there's supposed to be other figures in the line, but you never see them at the store. You only see this Buzz Lightyear and then the classic-looking Buzz Lightyear. But I wanted to see how posable these figures are, because if anything, they might still be useful to buy and give them to your kid as a stocking stuffer. But other than that, it's not a sound movie to go see your kids to, from what I hear. Disney has gone all woke, and Disney going all woke offended a lot of its buyers, because if this movie was done like the classic Buzz Lightyear movies and the Toy Story, you would see these toys flying off the shelf. And I think one of Mattel's big mistakes is not re-releasing the classic Buzz Lightyear. But then too, the classic Buzz Lightyear, the think-away toy, was originally 12 inches tall. No, about 16 inches tall. And he had extendable wings, and he could talk and everything. And I'm not sure who did the second incarnation of Buzz Lightyear, the reissue of it. But Mattel has the current license, and they did them in this scale. And about a scale this size, or maybe a 9-inch scale. You know, do I have a 9-inch figure here? No, I don't. I put Thor away. But yeah, you've got, maybe they did it so they could interact with the Marvel Legends, because they're almost to scale with the secondary size Marvel Legends. It's really hard to tell. But nowadays toys come in different sizes, anywhere from 6 inches all the way down to 3 3/4 now. So it's hard to have them interact other than in like a Toy Story like setting, where you have different scales and different toys, if the child has the imagination and it's not locked into just a video game like Fortnite. But let's open this up and see what he looks like. So supposedly there's a Buzz Lightyear with a Buzz Lightyear in a spacesuit, and some other spacemen. I think a lot of people went to see this, were thinking this film before it came out was going to be more based off the Lightyear show, not this bizarre incarnation of a movie that they thought that this is the movie that Andy saw for him to want a Buzz Lightyear figure. He has a knife, a servo knife of some kind. It looks, which is something Buzz Lightyear didn't have in the figures. It plugs into the side. He has minor shoulder mobility to non-existent, but it moves up and down, left and, back and forth, but it doesn't move upward. He has hip, knees, no ankles. He has a waist, and he has a bald head of some kind. Not a very strong movement of it. And he has the blank Buzz Lightyear expression. But this one Looks like it was supposed to have a helmet, and he also has the snap-on backpack that goes onto it, which never was released, I guess, because I've never seen a Buzz this size with a backpack. I've seen him issued with a gun and a helmet, and in the color scheme of Buzz Lightyear himself. But he's not a bad looking figure for a spaceman, but I don't picture this as what Andy would have saw in the film. First off, from what I've heard, there's the whole girl on girl kiss, and the diverse characters they put in the movie wouldn't have existed when Andy would go watch the film. And the lesbian kiss, that would be an R-rated film technically, because PG-13 was barely coming to its own, and they were trying to figure out what is useful, what is acceptable and not acceptable. And the girl-on-girl kiss was acceptable in an R-rated film or a porno, not in a children's flick. And due to the fact that they're so diverse and inclusive and all that bullshit that goes with it, they lost the entire meaning of what to do a movie in a time jump backwards and making it in a period not modern. But they go, you could have diverse and include. No. You're supposed to be making a homage to 80s, early 90s filmmaking. And this stuff didn't exist in early 90s filmmaking, but did exist in 70s. And Buzz Lightyear is a homage to Buck Rogers. And so I think there's just a lot of problems storyline-wise due to everyone wanting to be politically correct, that they lost the message of the film, and they lost the meaning of Toy Story in the process. For one, they had Chris Evans do the voice for it, and Chris Evans is a decent voice actor, but not from what I've seen in his other voice acting roles, like in TMNT's. He's not Buzz Lightyear material. You know, Buzz Lightyear has always been done by Tim Allen or Tim Allen imitator. And you see Buzz Lightyear, you see Tim Allen. You don't see Chris Evans. Chris Evans, you see him as Captain America now. And that's what I think makes him hard as an actor to hire in films nowadays, because he's not in a lot of stuff anymore, because when people see him on the screen, just like George Reeves, you think Captain America, you don't think Chris Evans. You know, it's not like Mark Ruffalo, where he is the Hulk, but we don't sit there and see him as the Hulk. He's done films and stuff that were positive to his career outside of the Hulk. And Chris Evans has always been associated with comic book films. Mark Ruffalo hasn't, same as Robert Downey Jr. But old Robert Downey Jr. proved with Doolittle that people don't want to see him anymore. People only see him as Tony Stark now. So we don't even see him in films anymore. But until next time, this is the Sounding Board, signing off.